Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. And we come to a significant figure for 2020. Not only is this apparently a lot of people's favourite figure of the year, and damn it, I'm not going to argue with that one, but this guy saved the year, Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. I totally understand why Star Wars Theory got emotional for that, because man, I shed my own tears, I don't mind telling you that. And it wasn't just for him, it was the fact that the whole thing with Grogu, handing him over to Luke, that was emotional in itself. Amazing. I love you, Jon Favreau. Stick around, my friend, and Dave Filoni. God damn it. Anyway, so this is a brilliant figure, by the way. You know, not the first time they've done a Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight figure, but I'm going to just pan over here. I'm going to give you a little bit of a, well, not a history lesson, but I'm going to talk about some other figures and a few little hacks that you might be interested in for Luke Jedi Knight. But before I get into this, I want to just show you on the wall what else we've got going on for Jedi Knight Luke. So we've got Endor Capture there, which doubled up with Jedi Knight Luke as well. You see the VC23, I think it is. So they released him on that card back for VC23. This is 175, so same image, two different card numbers. But what they did was they changed it from Jabba's Palace to Endor Capture, but it was the same figure. And then there's another one I've got there for the one we're reviewing right now. I don't know why I've got so many Lukes. It was just the way I did an order with I think it was ID Toys. Anyway, brilliant figure. I believe the hype now. A load of people were telling me how good this figure was. Probably the best figure ever. And, you know, I don't think I want to really argue with that. And certainly for Luke Jedi, it's amazing. Plus they have got this new... That's no good. Let me focus. Sorry about that. They've got this new Mark Hamill thing going on. I was just reviewing the Stormtrooper up there. See? That's a good facial sculpt for Mark Hamill. Up there, you've got the new X-Wing pilot, Mark Hamill. They are nailing Mark Hamill. All we goddamn need, if you're watching Hasbro, it'd be lovely if you were and you were listening to this and taking notes. Can you please give us a farm boy? I mean, what is the problem? Do it! Do it! But this is great. Another great facial sculpt for Mark Hamill. Articulation is great. You see, I think I was saying on my last review how I take advantage of the hinged wrist. It's quite good. You can do so much more with a figure when you can articulate it. It's fantastic. So there he is. Brown cloak, reminiscent of the 80s as well. He kind of wears a black cloak though, doesn't he? After that, you know, especially in the... That's the music for, it's called the, what was it called? The Friend. I think the track name is called The Friend by my favourite composer in the world right now. And that is Mr. Göransson. Is it Ludwig Göransson? So as Universal Collector Matt has said on his channel, this figure in the in the bubble looks really stiff. Let me just show you the card back first. Look at all those characters in the background. Someone on Instagram today, I think it was Laser Blasts, did a custom, it looked like it was a Hasbro thing. I thought Hasbro were announcing that fella in the background. I've forgotten his name. All those, oh man, we need him as well. Squid Face, we'll never get him. There's all this other stuff going on, but still, most of it's good, Mandalorian especially. But anyway, look at the dust, you can see that. It's a classic card back, that. I like the other one because it's got the Fett sticker on the front, but still. And then there you go. You get the blaster. You don't get a hilt on its own, but you don't really need it. You don't really need it, since he only fires up that saber when he's on the barge. He looks a little bit lost there, doesn't he? But he looks dead stiff. Have I said that? That's what Matt was saying. He looks stiff. It's like lots of figures are like that in the vintage collection. Get them out, get them out, get them open to understand what they can do. But this guy is brilliant. Look at that. Another situation with peg holes. That is a problem. Look at the way he balances on the peg holes. That's because his peg holes are not deep enough. Bruh. So that's a shame. Bruh. That is a complaint, if there is to be one. And I'll pan up now so you can see this fantastic facial sculpt. There he is. You will bring Captain Solo and the Wookiee to me. Oh, 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 oh. La bo ju cha cha de ba de bo di. Nevertheless, and taking Captain Solo and his friends. You can either profit from this or be destroyed. It's your choice, but I am warning you not to underestimate my powers. I love the way that he is floating with the dark side even there, is he not? He's just such a hybrid Jedi. I love Luke. You know, he's subtle threats, but then again, Qui-Gon Jinn will do that, you know. He will... I think that's actually what a Jedi does. I mean, if you listen to Dave Filoni talking about what George Lucas says that these guys do, you know, even though in the prequels they come off as goody-goody two-shoes, like Obi-Wan especially comes out for a little nerdy, they kind of lay it down like samurais and say, this is the way it is. You either comply with it or we have to go to aggressive negotiations. You know what I mean? I love it. So Dave Filoni, watch the Disney Gallery. He gives you loads of inside scoop on stuff. But anyway, why am I over here now? Let me tell you why. This figure here is the Vintage Collection lightsaber construction Luke. Now, this was the last time they made him in the Vintage Collection anyway. And, well, in any kind of Luke figure, I think, for well, super articulation. And there was one issue with it, which was the fact that his hair parting was wrong. But the reason I want to bring this into this is because I have two of this figure. I've got that one, which I opened off the vintage card. And I've got this one, which was repacked. The reason he's leaning back like that is because I've just taken him off the shelf with my Rancor. So he has been leaning back, looking up. It looks quite cool with him in that position. Looking up with the bone in his hand. I didn't want to use the figure that came with the Rancor. It's not so good. But it came in that line of figures, the Black Series. They repacked it. However, what they did was when they repacked him, they changed his hair from the kind of sandy, light sandy colour to this dark brown, which isn't as good, I don't think. They haven't sorted the side parting, but that's not the issue. The thing is, I just wanted to show you this little figure hack. Can you see the size of the cape on that? Now check this Obi-Wan here. This is a Legacy Collection Obi-Wan. However, I have used the cape that came with him because it was smaller than the one that came with that one, if you know what I mean. Look how baggy that one is. So when they repacked him in the Black Series, they shrunk it down a bit. But it looked rubbish, or not as good on him, shrunk down. Plus, it's a very light brown. I tell you what, that don't half suit that Legacy Collection Obi-Wan, because baggy hoods and stuff on figures sometimes look terrible. It's all right for him because I want his hood down and behind his head, but if you ever try and put them over their head, they're up here. So you need to either put wire in them or scale them down. But I tell you what, for old Ben, that's really good, isn't it? I know this is a Luke video and I'm reviewing Luke, but I just thought I'd share that little hack. And loads of you managed to pick up him quite cheaply at the Entertainer. He may still be there, I don't know. But that's the deal. In fact, I've got another one spare. I might open him because I need another Luke somewhere else on my display, but I won't bore you with those details now. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, let's see if I can focus on him. There you go. Quite bright, that shot. This is VC175, and it's a phenomenal figure. He is still available via, well, if you're in the UK, I mean, I'm talking to an international audience here, but, you know, and I'm not told by any of these companies to endorse them, but, you know, Dorkside Toys USA, I'm sure they'll still have him at the time of making this video, and then I'm sure that we have him still. Oh, have I got this completely wrong? Should I just shut my mouth at this stage? ID Toys and Star Action Figures, I think, still have him, but they might not do, I don't know, because he might have sold, like, you know, he might have sold, like, wildfire hotcakes after The Mandalorian, especially. God damn it. That was phenomenal, that. Anyway, check it out. Anyway, thank you for watching, more importantly. This has been Only One Kenobi, Only One. If you are new around here, subscribe. If you are subscribed, tap the notification bell to keep up with this series. We are on episode 175. We're nearly up to date with what's going on in the real world now. And also, smash a like. Have I said that already? Tap the notification bell. Yes. Subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe to this channel. Do it. Thank you for watching anyway. I have been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out. Should have bargained, Jabba. Bachachito. Last mistake you'll ever make. Brilliant. Kick-ass, Luke. Love you. Mwah. Mark Hamill forever. Hashtag thank you, John and Dave. Boom.